and welcome to this special show on the Olympic contenders for the 2020 Games. I'm joined at this hour by all the stalwarts of Indian table tennis who have qualified for the Games and their coach as well. Well, I'll start with the ladies. Manika first. Are you in the Olympic zone now? It's your second Olympics for you. And what does it really mean for you to be in the zone?
Hello to you, and of course I am in that zone from last, I would say, few months, and I'm preparing well here in Pune in my training center, India Khelega, and I'm preparing my best, and I think if I prepare like this till Olympics, I can give my best in Olympics. And yes, I am excited and I'm ready to go to Olympics. Yes.
Satin, this is the first Olympic Games for you as well. Tell us the zone that you're in. You've been away from everyone and pretty much been confined to your home and perhaps your terrace, if I'm not mistaken.
Hi, Rika. Yes, initially for a few days during the lockdown, I wasn't practicing in the mini hall I just have set up. Things have opened up now. So I have training with my coach, Raman sir, at the Raman TT Center in Chennai. So things are going really well. Yes, it's going to be my first Olympics. And I'm super excited for it. At the same time, trying to control my nerves and go out there, and the primary focus will be to enjoy every game and give out my best and make sure how my first Commonwealth and Asian was memorable. The same way I can make my first Olympics as well memorable as well.
Sharath, for you, it's the fourth Olympic Games. Going into fourth, tell us, what is your outlook, expectations? Because it's not just the expectations of people around you. You must have put, you must be wanting to tick some boxes.
Well, my preparation, actually, my preparation for the Olympic Games started back in November 2019, when the actual date for the Olympics was in 2020. But then we had to stop all of a sudden, and then again start picking it up from where we had left it. So I think this Olympic Games is going to be a little bit very different. Not a little bit. I think it's going to be quite different due to the current scenario all over the world with all the restrictions and rules, and just understanding the rules, what has to be done before we leave, during the game, after we reach the village, and during competition, before competition. I think all of this is going to take a little bit of of mine, but I think at the same way we've been pretty much used to it now. I think this being the second wave, and over a year now, we are able to understand. Okay, it's not just table tennis that we have to focus, but we'll also have to be safe. We'll also have to be we'll have to follow the rules and regulations.
Sharath, since you spoke about, this being an Olympic Games where many things will be different, including perhaps COVID protocols, and you were made to sign a waiver as one of the senior most members of the contingent, of the Indian Olympic contingent. How do you react to having signed that waiver for the Tokyo Games?
Well, I think it's not just this time we've signed those kind of waivers. I think many times there are those. This time it's more magnified due to the COVID protocols and the restrictions and regulations. But generally also, even when we come to national training camp, last couple of times we did sign that that kind of a waiver that the federation is not responsible or SAI will not be responsible if something goes wrong. Of course, all the organizations want to keep themselves on the safer side, and as athletes, for us, again, it's up to us. It's our responsibility to stay safe, because in the end, we cannot blame it on the organization or anybody. It doesn't matter, because the moment we break protocols or we don't follow protocols, then we are at danger.
Manika, the other thing that we got to hear this week was perhaps when you go there, because you will be a team getting in from India, where COVID has been raging. Even now, the pandemic is raging. That for the first 3 days, you will be in isolation, and then you will be allowed to go to your practice facility. For an athlete, this is a prime time to practice and peak. Do you think that's going to hamper preparations a little bit?
I guess yes, because like before the tournament, we have only 2 days to train, and it will be a problem for us. But I think it's just for our safety what they are doing, and I think we have to be safe because it's a big event and so many players, athletes will be there. So I think it's okay, but of course our practice would be hampered because of this, and but whatever we can do in our room, we will do. I think any workout or something, we will do that, of course. But on court, like हम नहीं खेल पाएंगे, so it will be a problem for us. Only 2 days will be there for our training.
Satin, do you want to comment on that? Tell me how it is going to make a difference to your training, being in quarantine for the first 3 days after you get into Japan.
Yes, definitely. It's not going to be easy. Had we gone like 3 days prior to everyone, still it's kind of fine. But, going just 5 days before and then 3 days of quarantine. But the regulations are still not clear. We are still in touch with the Sports Authority of India and the IOA on whether we'll be allowed to train. So we're not allowed to meet other contingents. So if we are even allowed to train amongst our contingent or given an opportunity to at least have some kind of practice hours, so that would be great. So we are just having to discuss with that. So totally without practice, it's not going to be easy. But if that's the case, I think Indians are the toughest. So we'll take that as a challenge and let's see how that goes. And we'll try to give out our best in the given circumstances and conditions.
Soumyadeep, Satin has made a very interesting point about Indians being the toughest, perhaps a mentally tough contingent. Do you see that this Indian contingent is by far the toughest contingent that has gone to the games?
This is the best Indian table tennis contingent we ever had. Kind of form, all the players are in, and the kind of energy level they have. And of course, we are in a situation where everything is tough, but trust me, the kind of sacrifices, determination, hard work goes, behind the preparation of all the athletes, for over the period of years, 4 years. So the moment, an athlete is in the field of play, and they kind of forget everything and give their best. And nothing can be compared with that. Of course, given the kind of upbringing we have, that's what I feel Satyan says, the kind of upbringing we Indians have, we are kind of used to everything and can handle everything, whatever kind of pressure. We are used to that, better prepared than probably other contingents.
Manika, this is your second Olympic Games, and everyone's pinning their hopes on you and Sharath winning a medal. Tell us, what is it that really works between the two of you?
Of course, this is my second Olympics. In 2016, I played my first Olympics, and I think this will be a different, Olympics for me because I'm playing in 2 events, singles and mixed doubles, first time. So yes, it will be different for me, and like I am preparing myself here with my coach Sanmay Paranspe, and like mixed doubles ka bhi some exercises I'm doing here, and I was there in Sonipat also. I trained with him, Sharath Bhaiya, and I went to Chennai also. So I think thoda different hoga, and like we played in qualifications, we gave our best. We defeated Korean players, and I think we both played amazing over there. And but I personally feel that it's like when we give our best in agar main apna best dungi, then I can support Sharath Bhaiya. So that what I did in qualifications, and I'm trying to do jo bhi mixed doubles ke liye I can do for Tokyo. So yes, it will be different for me, and like alag hi experience hoga. So I'm really excited for this.
Soumyadeep, would you like to add to it what really works between the two of them, Sharath and Manika?
Yeah, as Sharath said, like, technically the kind of game Manika has and the kind of game Sharath is very aggressive, and Manika can vary the pace. She can drastically change the speed of the game anytime, and Sharath can take advantage of that. And Sharath has been a senior most player in the circuit for quite some time. Everybody, all the juniors, kind of look up to him. So probably there's a kind of mutual respect, and they have been in the circuit for quite some time, playing tough opponents, beating them. There was a time in last Commonwealth Games where they were supposed to play due to some technical problem, due to some last minute problem, they couldn't play. But that's the time they had started preparing the mixed doubles, and the kind of form they were in the Olympic qualification, beating world number 5, the Korean pair. That has given hope to everyone. But okay, sitting here, I don't want to give pressure on them, but they just have to go, enjoy. And of course, we all know this is the best chance we have for a medal prospect. But of course, given a day, anybody, be it Satyan, Sharath, Sutirtha, Manika, playing in the singles, they can take on any opponent with the kind of mental power they have, the mental strength they have, the kind of mental frame they are in to compete at the international level. So that's what I'm saying. This is the best contingent India has ever seen in Indian table tennis, and where India is seeing a golden era in table tennis, and probably we will just give our best, and we will not really much think about the result right now. We will just do our job, do our homework, go out there and give all out.
You are one of those players who are able to steal points against your opponent with the skill that you have. What is it that helps you steal those points, hoodwink them?
I think when I am on court, I try to steal every point. So because every point counts. So I think I just try to play my best over there, and point aa jata hai if we play our 100% over there.
Is it the long pimple variety of rubber that you use that is something that gives you an advantage?
I think it was, to be honest, but now athletes are like getting used to my rubber. So like मैं अभी advantage समझती हूँ, but साथ ही साथ I'm working on my other techniques also, like forehand हो गया or anything else. So I think जहाँ से भी हो सके, I try to steal every point. Of course, my backhand pimple rubber is an advantage, but I try to win every point from everywhere. So yes.
Soumyadeep, as a coach, how difficult has it been for you to get your team ready for the Olympics? What I understand is that the lockdown prevented them from traveling, the lockdown prevented them from training together. And as a coach, how difficult has each step of the way been for you?
Yeah, I think it's, as I said, it's really tough. The situation has been tough for over a year now, and more than that. But Sutirtha has been in Kolkata in my center, so she's been in constant training under me. But me, Sharath, and Satyan, we were in constant touch before this camp. We had a discussion what to do, and Sharath went to Chennai to train this mixed doubles with Manika. Manika went to Chennai, and then Manika came here for a mixed doubles train for 3 days. We discussed, and we took out a lot of things, lot of positives, and a lot of things to work on. Satyan, we had a chat, and given the situation and the kind of SOP we had to follow here coming in the camp, so he preferred there. But the kind of communication we have over the period of time, it's been tough, but this is the best. We are doing the best we could do, and we are just hoping for the best to come.
सुतीर्था, आपने भी कोलकाता में इन आइसोलेशन ट्रेनिंग किया है. कैसा था वो दौर इन आइसोलेशन ट्रेनिंग करना आपके लिए? कितनी मुश्किल थी?
वो तो बहुत ही मुश्किल था क्योंकि जैसा सिचुएशन था और ऐसा टाइम था कि हम मुझे खेलना ही है, ओलंपिक्स के लिए भी टाइम नहीं है और मतलब बैठ के भी कुछ नहीं होगा तो खेलना ही पड़ेगा। तो इसके लिए मतलब मैं कलकत्ता गई हूँ प्रैक्टिस करने। तो फिर मैं कोच सौम्यदीप रॉय, तो सौम्यदीप सर ने मुझे बहुत हेल्प किया। तो उधर मैं खेली कांस्टेंट, जितना सेफ्टी हो सके उतना सेफ्टी खेली मैं। जैसे बहुत सारा प्लेयर नहीं था, सिर्फ मैं था और मेरा एक पार्टनर था, मैं उसके साथ खेली। तो वही, और ऑप्शन नहीं था, हालत भी बहुत खराब था। जितना सिचुएशन मतलब जितना सेफ्टी मान के खेल सकती हूँ उतना सेफ्टी मान के ही खेला, क्योंकि अभी ओलंपिक्स भी आ गई और तबीयत भी ठीक रखना बहुत जरूरी है। तो ऐसे ही मैंने प्रैक्टिस किया, बहुत मुश्किल था फिर भी मैंने खेला। तो अभी देखते हैं क्या होता है।
Manika, we've spoken about you and Sharat playing together in the mixed doubles. Tell us about singles, how difficult the singles draw is going to be, because, you know, we have always for long been seeing the power of the Chinese. The Chinese, table tennis is a national sport for them. And I think they have won a huge number of medals of the 50 plus medals that have been available in the Olympic Games so far in table tennis. Chinese people have won 30 plus medals. So how is it you're going to break down the Chinese wall?
Of course, they like, I guess वो हमेशा ही जीते आए हैं अभी तक in Olympics, and to beat them we have to be different, disciplined, I would say, determined. So I think whatever I'm playing, training here, preparing here, I am giving my 200%, and I think जो भी players होंगे वहाँ पे सारे athletes अच्छे से prepare करके आए होंगे. And like I said, अभी का Olympics different होगा because सारे athletes tough situation से आए हैं and पूरा अपना 100% देके आ रहे हैं कि training में. And I think मैं जो यहाँ training कर रही हूँ, like I am getting used to that, Japan का जो timing है, then 5:30 उठ के खेलना, then on my fitness and everything I'm doing here. So I think if I give my full effort in my training, I would not pressurize myself, but I can beat some good players over there, and I can surprise myself.
Absolutely. That positive mindset translates into medals, and thank you very much for joining me on that show, sharing your thoughts, your insights, and hopefully with the mindset that you're going into the games, that will yield results. Thank you, Sharat, Sutitha, Manika, Soumyadeep, and Sathin. All the best.